So, Backpack Hero, a new game to the channel. It is a inventory management roguelite and has kind of the Escape from Tarkov backpack inventory management system coupled with roguelite elements and an adorable mouse, as you can see here. So without further ado, let's dive into the tutorial, I presume, and see. You must conquer the dungeon by delving deep to the center to discover the ancient cheese hidden there. You are armed only with your magic backpack. I am ready. You head into the dungeon, knowing very few make it back alive. Okay, so we have a map system that we kind of navigate. There's a chest with valuables here. All right. Add all the items to your backpack to continue. While holding an item, you can press right mouse or arrow keys to rotate it. All right, so we grab this item, and then if I hold right mouse, you can see that we can rotate it around and find a home for it. And there we go. We fit all of the items into our backpack. All right, we go back to the map, and now we have what looks to be our first fight. Okay, so like any other roguelite game, we have a intent system. So this character will be adding 13 block, so we can use any of our items. So in combat, you click items to use them. You must defeat all the enemies to continue. So we have no need to defend, which is what the rough buckler does. It adds 7 block. So instead, we're going to hit 1, 2, 3 times. That uses up all of our action points, and then we'll end turn. So far, so good. All right, so this time they are attacking, and they have 13 block. So if we are doing 7 with our weapon, we are going to take damage. So we're going to block once, and then hit twice. And then now, since they're defending again, we secure the kill. All right. We are learning. So we get a level up, which means we can expand our backpack, and we get to add 4 spaces. So I think what I'm probably going to do for the moment is go horizontally here, and then maybe grab 1 slot over here. I don't know. This part of the strategy, I'm not... Despite my brief watching, I'm not quite there yet. Oh, and we're cutting off some of the bottom of the game, aren't we? Hold on 1 second here while I fix that. Unfortunately, it does not have an option to play the audio in the background, so I apologize, but... Oh yeah, actually, hold on a second. This is interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I don't want to do that. That's for sure. Okay, so we have to... Hold on. Technical difficulty. All right. Due to the magic of editing, we are back. And we will get items. All right. So, we have a whole bunch of things on offer here. We have another rough buckler. We have a water flask, which has 4 uses and adds 1 energy. When out of uses, this item gets destroyed. We have a cleaver, which is a 1 action point, deals 3 damage. A shiv, which can be used once, but is free and does 2 damage. A debuff potion. A flower. At 12 haste to self, adds 0 weak to self, or is that 8 weak? That particular setup is a little rough. So I think what we'll do is we'll probably grab... Why would we ever want the cleaver over the sword? I don't know the answer to that question, so I'm going to grab this because I think energy is probably important, and then we'll grab the money. All right. I like it. And presumably that might be the end of the tutorial? As a side note, this game is available for free on itch.io and is also a Kickstarter. Okay, so we will block once. And then we'll shiv ya. And then stab until we got nothing left in the tank. Okay, and then we should secure the kill no problem on this one. But it's going to take 2 hits from the wooden sword. Which I think is worth it. Which means we take 1 damage. Unless we use our water flask. But that's okay. I think that's fine. I think taking a little damage is not the end of the world. And we can go ham on this guy this turn. And then I don't think there's any problem with us going for that. And then, yeah, we should get the kill here. Solid. Another level up. All right, let's just go... Actually, I kind of want to do... Let's get a little bit of vertical space going. And I'm going to get rid of that one and just go like that. Okay. So things get interesting here once we get a little further. Creates something really good or a horrible curse. This item gets destroyed. That's interesting to me. Now we also have the double halberd. It is 1 energy, deals 4 damage to all enemies. When an adjacent weapon is present, this item gets -3 damage to all enemies. So this is like an AoE type weapon. It takes up 4 slots, which makes it quite large. We could certainly fit it by going like this. We also get a mana stone, potentially. What's up with the Brutal Spear? Deals 7 damage. This item gets +1 damage this turn. Oh. Well, that seems like just a straight improvement over our wooden sword, doesn't it? Or our wooden sword? Yeah. Because we can use this multiple times, I think. It doesn't have the limitation there. And every time we hit with it, it's going to do more damage. And then... So then we have to decide if we want to take the double halberd. It's only going to do... On 2 enemies, it's only going to do 1 additional damage. And then what is about the brick wall here? This item is heavy. Adds 0 block. For each adjacent or diagonal structure, this item gets +1 block. And now heavy is interesting, because heavy means that if you put it here, it will drop to the bottom automatically. So it needs to be at the bottom of your backpack. Do we want to grab this? I'm kind of curious. But right now it's doing nothing for us. But I don't think there's anything else we want to take here. I guess this liquid armor... Oh, we can't take any more things. The liquid armor is probably better. Let's see. I think we'll take this stuff. I want to use the star potion. And I hope that it does not bite us. Oh, I didn't take the mana gem, which we may want. We'll see how those work out in the future here. Okay, so we can start by targeting the bee, which we should be able to kill in 2 here. Oh, no, but we'll secure the kill with the shiv, and then we'll do that. Create something really good. I'm very curious if it creates something really good that is like ephemeral or something really good that lasts forever. I guess we will find out. JT also, thank you for the follow. My stream alerts didn't seem to work. I apologize for that. All right, but we get the kill nonetheless. More brutal spears coming in. What is the vampire blade? Ooh, deals 2 vampirism. So I assume that does 2 damage. That's interesting. We probably should have used this. But we could get rid of the shiv, move the mana stone over here. This is where things get interesting. And then deals 12 damage to all enemies versus adds block. Let's leave it like this for now, I think. But we need to start using some of these items. Ooh, a fountain. 1 gold to gain max HP. Steal coins, get gold, and a fight begins. I don't think we need to get gold, so let's just get some max HP. That's good for business. Okay, and we're going to use our star potions so we learn how they work. You have been cursed. Of course I have. So this is adds 1 weak to self, adds 10 regen to all enemies. This item gets destroyed. Cool. Okay. And we also have to throw something away. Oh, and I can only reorganize things around this item. That's an interesting dynamic as well. Okay. Oh, wait, skip curse, take 2 damage. Of course I'll take 2 damage. Wow. Okay. That seems like it was less than it should have been. So let's see. So we can do... And then we need to decide what we want to do with our last one here. We could heal up for 2, but we're going to be taking damage. We can perfectly block, so I think we definitely do that. And then at the end of the fight, the Vampire Blade will come in handy. Because this only does 2 vampirism. So we have to use 2 attacks like that. And then we need to defend up. Okay, but now... we can actually fully heal this turn, because we're not in any rush. Nice. Okay, the vampirism is handy, for sure. And if we take our time, I think we can get fully set up. Although, oh, why is this guy doing more all of a sudden? I wonder if I can vampirism through a shield. We didn't have any HP to heal to test that out. But we just have to bide our time, and we get the kill. Okay. Okay, so this is our first piece of armor, which is interesting. So, okay, so this is where things start to get a little tricky. So, adjacent and diagonal helmet, gloves, and footwear. Helmet, gloves, and footwear, all of which we have none of those. Get 1 block, adds 5 block per turn. So I think 5 block per turn is good. I know, I'm a genius. Adds 4 slow and 4 weak to all enemies. Some of these potions seem very strong. Well, I think we're going to grab that. This item is a projectile, deal 10 damage to all enemies. This item is destroyed. Whoa. Dang, the dart seems very, very strong. Add 6 mana to connected mana stones. This item gets destroyed. So we haven't played with mana yet. And we're a little tight on space right now. I think I'm going to keep the block potion, though. Well, we just picked up some defensive items, so let's grab that. Okay. I did throw away our food and our other stuff. Is that smart? Possibly not. Give a weapon, get archery kit. Not for me. I think not for me on this first run. Let's stick with melee. There's a whole archery system that seems very interesting, but we'll tackle that on a future. Okay, so we can... So this does 7 plus 8 plus 9. That's 24. So that doesn't get the kill unless we use this. I think we do, though. We only take a little bit of damage and then we can heal it up. Might have been... Oh, this does 8? Dang, we're so close. Alright, let's just do that. We will get poisoned for 4. Oh, wait, that was regen. That was not poison. Okay, noted. Need to check the iconography, I guess. Choose 3 spaces. Let's keep doing a bit of vertical expansion here. Because now we know that we're potentially going to get things that we want our tunic to be adjacent to. We pick up another key. I'm drowning in keys here. Empty cup. This is a projectile. Deals 7 damage. This item gets destroyed. So that seems kind of like a freebie. Cavefish is nice for a bit of regen, it seems. What does this do? Why is this not even getting me mouse over? Adds 10 poison to all enemies, 10 poison to self. This item gets destroyed. I don't think we're going to do that. Removes all status effects. This item gets destroyed. We get to take up to 2 items. So, I mean, so we could... Oh my gosh, wait. How big is this thing? How big is the bramble? It's a diagonal. Oh, so it fits like... It'll fit here? No wonder I'm having a hard time clicking it. All right, let's do that. And then we can cleanse it after we use it. This is definitely a game where it forces you to use things. I should have gone to that healer. I think there's a second function where we could have gotten some max HP, which would have been smart. Okay, so I want to use that. Then I'm going to cleanse. And then we need to do 3 more, which means I guess we need to use that. But now we get the kill. Okay, now we've only taken a little bit of damage, and they're both hurting. Now this is just a regen. So let's focus down this one. We'll get our heal up, and then we can put damage in on this one. Okay. Oh, you didn't die. Noted. They are both dying now, though. So let's just heal to full. Okay, nice. We're figuring it out. Okay, so we pick up a Guardian ring. When a diagonal shield is used, adds 1 block. So if I put this here, it will add 1 block in addition to the block we're generating there, which seems good. We have a regen potion. We have a frothy drink, which adds 10 HP, 1 energy. This item gets destroyed. That seems very good. And then we get 1 more item. Hey, Robbie. Yeah, this game is super cool. It's also free on itch.io. So if you're at all curious, this is only like a demo and there's a Kickstarter for it, but it seems it seems like it has awesome bones to it. I'm really enjoying it. Okay. Let's do this other fight. 3 more slimes again. Okay, so let's see. So if we... That almost gets us there. We'll drink the frothy drink so that we can finish off the first one. And then we can actually throw the cup. It is, though, but it's now in a thread, Robbie. So if you look in the live stream chat, there's a link to a thread down below it. And all of the chat now goes into a thread. The idea being that will make things a little cleaner, and we'll be able to leave the archive chat up. So yes, it's just changed slightly. Let's see, and then we can just, yep, there you go, you got it. So this was my new solution because I didn't want that to get spammy and I didn't want to have to erase it all the time. There we go. And we'll put up the block. We get an extra block from the Guardian ring, so we're nice and protected. And then we have 5 block at the moment. So I think we just finish this guy off and we're going to take 1. Yeah, I also fixed all the bugs with it crashing, so life is good. And then we'll take a little bit of damage, but we'll heal up next turn by doing Vampire Blade, Vampire Blade. There we go. Nice. All right, we have a helmet. A helmet has entered the chat. We have more keys than we know what to do with, unfortunately. So let's see. The helmet says, helmets to the right get -1 block. So we want this to be in the leftmost square. Adds 2 spikes and 1 block. When a space above this item gets -2 block and -1 spike. So it's not effective if there's anything above it. But we can do this, and then the tunic increases its strength. And then we have a bubble. This item floats, 2 regen, 2 haste, 1 energy. Seems very nice, but as a reminder, because it's a bubble, it will float to the top of our inventory, which is okay. The dagger can be used only once each turn, deals 0 damage, adds 2 poison to the enemy. Poison does seem strong, but I'm seriously considering letting my mana stone go here and just taking the bubble. I think we have too many keys, though. Are we get to use any keys in this area? We're gonna get to use 1 key. So I may be keeping too many keys. Let's let that go. We'll see. We can take 1 more item. The warm drink adds 10 HP only. Okay, that's not as good as the frothy drink. We apparently really like frothy drinks. Let's go here, though. Unlock the door. I guess we can use that key. And then that opens us up to getting the chest. Oh, interesting. So we have a slats shield that adds more block. So it's just strictly better. Oh, and smaller. Very nice. And then we have the cursed blade, which is a legendary. This item is conductive. On use, deals 6 damage. For each adjacent or diagonal curse, this item gets 6 damage. Many have tried to wield this sword. None have succeeded. So I don't see a reason. It doesn't seem like it creates curses. So maybe we just do this and we can just generate curses? I don't know. Ooh, and then this generates an energy, but this also generates an energy, so we'll keep that. So there's some type of curse build available here that we may or may not learn about. But... and then I think we're just going to go... because this only does 6 and this does 7. So I think I'm going to go 2 hits like this. And then 1 hit from that. And then let's use the bubble. And finish... and almost finish this guy off. Yeah, so now we just have to kind of power through this guy's defenses, I think. But we're in pretty good shape because we're fully blocked against the back guy's attacks. The bubble doing work, for sure. Yep, and we're already fully defended thanks to our tunic helmet combo. So I think that that's going quite well. And since we're fully defended again, this guy doesn't have any block up, so I think we might as well turn the screws on him. Okay, so far so good. Ooh, we get a level up. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna expand this way and see what we pick up here. So there's the arrows that I was talking about. This item is a projectile, deals 1 damage. For each empty space to the right, this damage gets plus 1.5 damage. Interesting. We also have the bronze breastplate. Adjacent and diagonal helmets and footwear gain plus 2 block. So it's better than the plus 1 block we're getting from the tunic. It only adds 2 block, though, and adjacent weapons get plus 1 damage. So this would make us slightly more offensive, but we would lose some of our defensive capability. We can put the bramble on, but we don't have a cure for it. The little buckler. Oh my. It's so tiny. That's interesting. I don't think we take the bramble, though. It still costs 1. So it's just much more space efficient than the slats shield that we currently have. And then what about this? This item gets modifiers multiplied by 50%, deal 3 damage to all enemies. So that we could replace our Curse Blade with that, but I don't know if we're going to do that. We also have to decide if we're going more offensive with the Bronze Breastplate. So if we have footwear and a helmet, we're going to be gaining 6 block per. So as soon as we find boots, this becomes better. But now we have to reorganize our inventory so that we can get all of our weapons activated, which might be as easy as what I just did. Yeah, so now they're all getting activated. We do that, and we still have some space for footwear when and if we find it. And I guess for the time being, this doubles poison. We're not really generating poison. We're not going to do arrows, so I'll just take the little buckler. Okay. Want to see what I have for sale. Okay. So we have my first wand. This item is conductive. We haven't talked about conductivity yet. Adds 1 regen to self. Teaches kids the basics of magic. Another brutal spear. We have a club here. Adds 1 weak to enemies. I think weak is very strong. So let's grab the club, and then weapons in this column do +2 damage. Ooh. We have to reorient things again to make this one work, but that seems really good. Oh, also this needs to be diagonal to our buckler to do any work, which we currently don't have it thusly, but I think we can do that. And do that. And then if we get rid of the water flask and move this, we can do that. I think doing a lot of organizing of our inventory here is doing weird things. But... Okay, and then... If I rotate that like that... There is some mind bending. Okay, we can do this. This. Put this back here. And then if we swap these two, at least all these get affected. And we're hanging on to this legendary probably unnecessarily. And then we could even take back our buckler, but I just assume sell it. All right. Let's hope I haven't made any tragic mistakes. So we're at 5 defense now. So we defend once. And now this does more damage. So this is doing 5 total. It doesn't tell us how much damage it's doing, but that's interesting. But this one is doing, deals 10, deals 3. Yes, plus Tetris. Basically, yes. And then we could apply some weak, and we're still doing 10 damage. This one scales up more on the damage that we're dealing. And I think we're going to be moving pretty quickly. Now, the improvements don't carry over. Noted. Okay. Let's see if weak carries over. Oh, it doesn't matter. We won the fight. Okay. Oh. The knight's armor. Adjacent and diagonal shields, gloves, and footwear gain 2 block. Adds 3 block each turn. Also, the tilted sword deals 7. This item gets +1 damage this combat each turn. So it gets better over time. We can only have 1 helmet because helmets like counteract each other. So this one is generating a lot of extra damage. And once I find shoes, I think it's going to be better than even this one. This one is +2. This one is +2 also. Yeah, so I think they're relatively the same. The tilted sword is interesting. I think we leave the cursed blade behind. Because we can put that there, and we can put this here, and we still get the adjacency bonus. Yeah, I think that's good for business. And then we take this just because it's free. Oh, and this is free too. All right. Nice. Yeah. All right. I'm digging this. Question mark. Spin the wheel, win a prize, thank me later. Okay. So we could get a Curse of Weakness. We could get Crimson Energy. a Mana Stone bow. Hold on, we should look at each of these to understand. So adds 1 weak to self. On use, add 10 regen to all enemies. This item gets destroyed. Then we have Mana Stone bow. This item is conductive. Arrows to the left get used. Used to fire arrows. Used as a resource in magical items. It must form a path to those items. Okay, so it's able to power things and, I think. Vampiric Crystal. Diagonal weapons get +1 vampirism. Or we have the Ethereal Wand. Conductive. This creates ethereal energy in a space in this column. In its column. Okay. Let's spin, just to see what happens. Okay, we get a star potion, which we know how well that turned out last time. I'll roll the dice on it, though. These are both 1 energy, and this one I get to throw the cup. So we'll do that. Okay. Ooh, the red slime is hitting a lot harder. So this thing is dealing 9 right now. So if we use... Well, let's use this, right? It can't always be bad. Token of energy. Each turn adds 1 energy. When an adjacent or diagonal item is present, this item gets -1 energy. A diagonal or adjacent. Okay, so we have to put it somewhere really weird for that to work, but it seems strong. Okay. So then, for this first turn, I think we just go ham on this. And then this would get the kill? That doesn't really matter. Doesn't matter what we attack with, does it? No. Okay, and then we take a little bit of damage, but we know we have serious regen potential here. Yeah. All right. Clean. And so the spear is only on each turn. Oh, a roof. Structures below get 1 block. This item is heavy. Adds 1 block. Okay, so I think you can build a house in your inventory. I think that's what I'm learning. Adjacent and diagonal armor get +1 block, adds 7 block. This one adds 8, so I think this is a wash. Well, we get 1 more automatic block, and we get 1 less. We get 1 less block here, because this was 8 + 1. So we get 3 block each turn. I think passive block is good. We'll get rid of the cup. We didn't use it. We'll take the key. Cleansing Balm, Liquid Armor. We've already thrown Liquid Armor out. I think the flower is good, but we'll call it there. Yeah, and then I think she has an option for 8 gold to increase max health. So let's do that. More max health is good for business. Should have done that at the end of the last floor. Hey, Lucas, welcome. How are you doing? We are playing... Oh, looks like we got a boss. We are playing, yeah, Backpack Hero. It is very interesting. So it is a inventory management game. So every one of these items, for the most part, has like rules where it needs to be adjacent to certain things. You can pick items up and rotate them, and then every fight you facilitate by using the items in your inventory. So I think we just go ham here. Okay, and then now this is now doing 10 damage, but wow, we're gonna end up taking some damage here, I think. Yeah, and it's adding poison. I think we still defend up once, just so we don't take too much, but I think we're, so we just took 11. I think we will kill this thing and get a little bit of healing off of it, and then do some more damage to the boss. The 9 defend that it just put on is like quite a bit. Let's keep trying to heal up. I guess we're taking 14 though. Okay, so 28. This is currently dealing 3. I think we rush it down. Do I... But here's the question. Do I get a little bit of healing? Nah, I think I just finish it off. I don't know if we're going to get to heal. And then we get 1 of 3, what I'm going to assume are boss-specific items. So we have Spicy Ginger. All weapons get this effect applied. For each adjacent or diagonal consumable, this item gets +1 damage. Okay. Or we have the Windmill, adds 1 energy per turn. Or we have the Conductor. Connected weapons get +25 bonus damage. This item is conductive. Connected weapons get +25% damage. I think this means they have to be conductive. So I'm going to go with the Windmill. And then we need to find a way to fit it in here. I don't think we need the Mana Stone. We do want the Token of Energy, but we're having a hard time figuring out how to make it work. And I don't think we need 2 small keys. So I'm going to do this and put the Windmill in. All right. We're not a caster. We'll do another run with casting for sure. All right, and then we have immediately more goodies. Let's make sure we know what all these do. The bubble was quite good. Regen, haste, and energy were nice. Seasoning. Adjacent and diagonal consumables get +5 healing. Adjacent and diagonal consumables get +5 healing. Adds 10 HP. This item is destroyed. Okay, so it's like, this is a consumable that affects other consumables. And the frothy drink was really good. But I don't think we have a spot for it unless we decide to divest from the club. I haven't been using it much. I think it may have fallen off. So let's do this for the time being, just so we have a little bit of extra stuff. And then we can unlock the door. We did bring a key. Good news for us. Oh, that took us to a different floor exit?